Because I
not being
take pride in from being a colorless place.
yo, and that's the problem. A lot of people like don't accept that answer from white people in America. It's like, when I hear people say I'm colorblind. I don't see color. I don't. It's not that I accept that answer. I understand, but at the same time, it's like,
You
oh,
know me
like
firsthand.
bro, you like what? I don't know what these because honestly, I honestly think the people who make these comments are uneducated black folk, poverty-stricken black folk. I'm not saying that poverty people can't be educated because there's so many poverty-educated black people, but there's too many ignorant people saying things that piss me off. Like, oh, if you don't see color, then you're a racist because like shut the fuck up. And then
That's
you
racist.
got other people, other white people saying this shit, other white people pandering, bowing down. When I seen this whole fucking uh riot thing going on and white people were kneeling down to black people, I said, this is racism. This is racism in true form. You got white
Yeah.
people bowing down to white people like that. You got black when listen. Let me tell you, black people something out here. I don't use the word king, queen, and any of that bullshit unless it's in a joking manner because it's funny. Because you guys are hilarious that you use that shit. But that shit creates racism. When you keep telling a child that he's a king, that he's something, he's gonna think he's
You're better
better
than the regular
than the
community.
regular people. He's gonna associate with everybody else as a peasant under him. And you know how I know this? If I find a clip, I'm gonna put it in this podcast. There's a woman on a plane yelling at her, "Don't talk to."
Country. You shut up. Let me tell you instead of what your mama taught you. Let me tell you the truth. I'm the queen in this motherfucker. You understand me? You came from my color. Black make every color. You understand me? Black make every. Your people are going extinct. And that's why you're mad. You can't procreate. That's what eugenics was about. That's what eugenics, the Darwin theory, because y'all know the truth. I've been waiting to say this. I've been waiting to say this all my life. You're mad because only black people have the gene to procreate. Funny, but she need to understand and respect the queen when she see one in her face. Bow down, bitch, because your eyes is recessive.
She's sitting here saying, "Don't talk to me. You're privileged. I'm a queen. I'm this. I'm that. I'm above you. You don't need to be talking to me." She thinks she's higher than everybody else. As long as you're white, she's better than you. She's a queen. She's this. She's that. That's horrible.
Listen, there's nothing wrong with empowering your people, but to a
Nothing wrong with
point where
that.
you think you're better than another race, which,
That's
white
racist.
people
That's
have,
100. That's the definition of
you
racism. And when you think your
so,
race is better than somebody else, you have a problem. If you think black people are gods and all this other shit, whatever that weird shit you got going on, like black people are the true race, we create all races, you're a fucking racist. You are.
bro,
Okay?
there's people, white, black, Puerto Rican, Spanish, whatever you wanna call it, they wanna take their community and bubble it into a smaller community. That is the craziest concept I've ever
What do
heard
you
of.
mean? Put me on.
Like, not like
Oh, a shot for this
Rollo,
one.
like the rapper Rollo or nothing like that, because I feel like, even though he's been charged with whatever he's doing, he's still helping out his people. But like, people want to take the black community and remove it from the white, Spanish, whatever, the mixture, the melting
Yeah, the
pot,
Afro
and
Latina
just bring
people.
it into its own gated community. That's segregation.
That's yo. It's just another thing I was saying. Like this whole. I seen a post on Facebook. It had whites only church. Okay,
Crazy,
it's crazy.
crazy,
It's crazy. But why do you care?
crazy.
Listen, as black people, why the fuck do you care? Who get that? Ain't news.
Because you
That
want to
is
be
nothing.
accepted.
Who gives a fuck that they're not accepting black people? And that's how I know right there. Anybody who's in an uproar about this, you want to be accepted by those white people. It's like
Not just those white people, it's a group of people that
it's
just
just like
happen to be
you
white.
want race like you cannot end racism by forcing racist people. Here's my analogy on this,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, 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 yeah. No, I hear you.
You cannot
Because it's gonna
force
enrage them.
you can't force racist people to be not racist. Let them do them. You know what quits racism? Honestly, is being
Love.
a no, no, it's true. because all these racist people have stereotypes, just like black people have stereotypes of white people. There's people, oh, white people rich, whatever, white, well, racist people, blacks do this, blacks do that, them damn blacks do this, them blah 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 blah. All they do is thug and do this and do that, and drink and rob people and do this and do that. All they do is that. That's their stereotype. But you know what quits a racism? Because racist people love to hide. They won't be racist in front of your face. But say you was to meet a white person who was racist that you didn't know was racist, but you know whatever, at a gas
I don't
station,
fuck with them.
whatever. They will buy themselves. Most racist people are, just like anybody else who wants to rob somebody, they're not going to do anything by themselves. In a group, they're going to talk the best rah-rah shit they can. But
Yeah.
by themselves, if you was in a gas station with a racist person, a racist white person walked in, but you're black and you go into that gas station and say this white person was at a cash register trying to buy something and he didn't have enough change for something, and you were the person behind him who's black who says, "Oh, don't worry about it. Hey, I'll pay for this guy's stuff, man." You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it. I got you, brother. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you right there just ended racism because in his mind, it never added up. He's never seen a black person in his life. The only black person he ever knew about was people he's seen on TV and the media has portrayed. In his brain, he can't even calculate or formulate. I thought these people were supposed to be savages. I thought these fucking people.
Yeah, but
No, that's true. And I don't care what you say.
it is true. It is
Because
true. But I'm trying to.
as you was behind him, he was nervous, right? He couldn't
Yeah.
if he couldn't afford something and somebody nicely and just honestly, you cannot control your emotions, Pete. You swear you hit you like as mad as you are at your girl or whatever the case may be, they always do something to make you draw back in. Well, it's like that. You don't control those emotions because you was at a hard point in your time and you was like, damn, I really need this, and somebody behind you was like, oh, don't worry about it. I got you, brother. Here's a couple of dollars. I got it for him. Actually, I'll pay for
You
his
know
whole.
who did that for me? David Wixon. Nobody else has ever, besides you and Scott. You know what I
I'm just saying
mean? Would just come out and do
I'm
some
just
shit like
saying in
that.
general. What happens in that racist mind is now to rethink everything he thought he knew about black people. That's basically what happens. No matter what, he can be like, oh, maybe that's only one good one out of a bunch. But really, no matter what, in his brain, he's gonna think, damn, they're because that one black person, he's like, damn, bro, there probably a lot of them just like that. I probably don't hate the people that I thought I hated. It's gonna happen, and most people are gonna be like, "Oh, good looks," da da da. You know what I'm saying? And he won't even tell his racist white friends that a
No.
black person held him down. You know what I'm saying? It's just something that's gonna happen behind the scenes by himself, and he's gonna slowly step away from that type of lifestyle